just waiting while this turns on properly. I just want to make sure that you can all see me and I can see you and you can all hear me. Okay, I think that is working. I just want to keep open it on my Facebook, on my phone as well, so I can make sure I can see the comments, because sometimes I can't see the comments. Anyway, hello. Hi everyone. I hope that you're all enjoying this. I hope it's sunny where you guys are. So for all of you that have jumped on now, whose kids are on summer holidays? Drop me a message below so I know, firstly, that you can hear me. Secondly, that your kids are on summer holidays, because mine finished up on Friday, and I can tell you straight up, I am so glad that we get a break from this distance online learning thing. I mean, I love my kids to death, but I am really not meant to be their teacher. So if you are on here now and your kids are on summer holidays and you're super excited, just as excited as I am, drop a comment below. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. I think I can. I can see a number of people that have come on live. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I am coming on here to share something with you today that I've had an influx of questions about over Facebook recently and over email, and I responded to them all individually, but it really got me thinking that it is probably something that you all might be wondering as well. So I thought I'd jump on here to share. So I recently came across this quote from Tom Frieden. He was the former director of the CDC, and he said that your longevity and health are more determined by your zip code than by your genetic code. So let me read that again. Your longevity and health are more determined by your zip code than they are by your genetic code. Okay, I'll tell you what I think in a second, but for those that are on live here right now, and for those watching the replay, what do you guys think? Drop me a comment below to let me know what you think. Do you think that your life and your health and your longevity in life is determined by your zip code or by your genetic code? Okay, so it really got me thinking. Now, I want you not to don't tell Tim this, but I don't think I necessarily agree with him. I believe it very much comes down to your gene code. For example, nutrigenomics. And you're probably thinking, Nutri what? But stick with me. I know you might be thinking, what is going on here? Stick with me and I'm going to explain. So, our body consists of around 25,000 genes, some of which consist of SNPs. And what that means is single nucleotide polymorphisms, frequently called SNPs, pronounced SNPs, or mutations. And these mutations have a significant impact on their functions. Now, our genes, which we carry from our parents, do not possess the ability to change. However, our genes and their mutations can get turned on and turned off. Food, lifestyle, environmental factors play a massive role in the turning on and turning off of our genes. And this is referred to nutrigenomics. And it basically seeks to provide a molecular genetic understanding of how common dietary chemicals, food, toxins in the world, lifestyle, all affect our health. Now, the role of nutrigenomics in recovery is one of the most important pieces of the complete health puzzle. Now, there might be all of these pieces that are part of this puzzle, and this one lady used to refer to it, that I spoke to her on the phone, she referred to it as a pie. And so they're pieces of a pie, and you're trying to get that nice pie delivered. So nutrigenomics is one of those. And I would say it is a critical piece. Along with the results of other functional lab tests, it provided my family a complete view of what was going on in my son's body and how certain treatments would work. Some of the gene mutations that my son has totally explains a lot of his behaviors that tied with ADHD. Not only did it help explain these behaviors, but it also helped us understand how to help him. You all want to know how to help your child, and this is one piece of that puzzle. Now, there is something really important that I want to say right now, and this is the most important takeaway from today's video. Your genes or your genetic mutations are not your destiny. They are your blueprint. So let me explain that. Let me just read it again. Your genes are not your destiny. They are your blueprint. So a healthy diet, lifestyle, and environment is a known and well researched factor in keeping us fit, healthy, and happy. However, nutrigenomics deems that our genes respond differently to different nutrients and toxins. It explains how food nutrients affect every individual differently. So for example, some people might be able to eat high-fat food and they don't gain weight at all. But others, when they eat that high-fat food, they gain weight immediately. It further highlights how certain types of food or environmental factors can turn on and off certain genes. Another example would be researchers have identified how the consumption of broccoli turns on a specific gene that helps to detoxify harmful chemicals that may have found their way inside the body. But other genes won't turn on that. Every person's genetic profile differs from one another, which means that what nutrition might work for one person may not be as beneficial for the next person. And this is why testing for DNA gene variants is such a fundamental part of healing of chronic diseases and neurodevelopmental disorders such as ADHD, anxiety, autism. What is super important is that when you receive your test results, you work with someone that can help you understand what these might mean and how to put them into contents based on your family history, your kids' symptoms, any medical problems. Now, it's really important. You can get a number of different tests. So a lot of you might have heard of a test called 23andMe. You can buy it online. It's about $250. I personally did that test for me, my son, and for my husband. However, I wouldn't do that test again for us. If I had the choice, I'd use a company called Nutrigenome. And the reason being is, firstly, 23andMe is now owned by a big pharmaceutical company, and I prefer for my data to be secret. Secondly, it's a really hard test to execute, especially with children. You have to spit into this bottle that's about this big, and you've got to spit into it. And it took me about 2 to 3 hours to get the amount of spit that I needed to get this test done. However, Nutrigenome, you can actually get a swab and you can swab the inside of the mouth and you put it back and you send it back. So it's so much easier. Same amount of cost, but you also get with the Nutrigenome a 40-page report on how you should be eating for your genes. So the takeaway from this is 2 things. Your genes are not your destiny. They are your blueprint. And secondly, it is a big piece of the puzzle in trying to work out how you can help your child. So if you want to talk to me about this further, drop me a PM. I'm going to drop the link. You can book a call with me. We can discuss it further. But hopefully, guys, that wasn't a little bit confusing, or hopefully it helped. But have a great day. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the summer holidays. I know I am. Take care and have a great day.